Hello everyone, Lori Marie here, mixed media artist in Vallejo, California. Thank you so much for joining me today, joining us, joining the village. It takes a village to create the energy that is used on the table, and I am ever grateful for that. Today we're playing in the Mourning Pages journal. I'm running out of pages, and that's a good thing. I can see things evolving with my grief and my mourning. This one is about a tunnel, a dark tunnel, and how I chose not to walk into it. And I have to do that on a daily basis. So again, thank you for joining me on this journey. For those of you that know, my dad is here. We did start with the hospice service as of yesterday, so they are going to help me through some challenges, and I am grateful for that. So life is grand. Not without challenges, but life is grand. Okay, see you on the table. Good morning. Coffee in hand. I'm going to put underpants on this page in my Mourning book. I'm going to paint the entire page with black gesso and let it dry. I'm going to bring in a template, set that over to the side, bring in my sanding block and sand the rest of the page. I'm going to dust that off. Look at that, that's delicious. Bringing in my stencil and my texture paste, my homemade texture paste. Remove the stencil. Go wash your stencil and let it dry. Good morning. Oh, dark o'clock, coffee in hand. I'm going to paint the bricks with some burnt sienna. Leave the burnt sienna kind of gloppy in some places. Alright, it's all dry. Bringing in my sanding block and knocking it down. Remove all the dust. Bring in a second color. I've chosen green gold. And let that dry. Alright, this is all dry. I'm going to knock it down with my sandpaper again. I'm going to bring my black gesso back in and paint over this wall and let that dry. This is an image from a juxtapose. The artist is Lola Gill, G-I-L. And while that gesso is drying, I'm going to cut her out. Bring the sanding block in one more time, maybe one more time. Knock that down. I'm still in the Juxtapose magazine, and this is a piece of artwork by Samuel Salcedo. Salcedo, I don't know. I'm just going to cut some of this out. All right, I have an idea. I have an intention. I'm going to put some Mod Podge on the page. And I'm going to put a piece of underpants down. Massage that. Let that dry a little bit. I don't have Mod Podge under the whole underpants, just under part of it. And we'll let that dry for a minute. I'm going to peel it off, leaving some of the underpants on the page. And we're going to do that again in a couple of spots. Leaving bits and pieces on there. Bring in my sanding block. Hit that a little bit. Bring in one last coat of You Got It ochre. I'll dilute that. And just glaze on the page. Bring a paper towel in. Just dab some of that off. Don't want it too even on the page, of course. And we'll let that dry. What a beautiful page. Bring in my focal point on my glistening workspace. Oh yeah, gonna pick up a little bit of turquoise. That's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm gonna put Mod Podge on the back and not on the front. I want her to have a matte look, a flat finish. So there's a little bit of the turquoise ink on her face. I'm okay with that. A little bit here. I'm okay with that. So I'm just going to mush her down with a paper towel. Make sure she's nice and glued down. And this is the second part of the focal point. I'm going to put Mod Podge on the back of that and glue that down. I have my gorgeous images down, bringing in my X-Acto, and I'm going to lift up my tunnel template. So the tunnel template is removed. I'm just going to paint some different colors in the tunnel. Let it dry between the layers. Bring in my paper towel and blot that. Okay, so some happy accidents I can live with and some I cannot. And this is an I cannot. So I need to get creative and see what I can do about this portion of her face. So I made her a gorgeous mask. I'm going to put Mod Podge on there and fit it on her face. And that is very fun. All right, bring in some blue. Blend that around with a paper towel. Doodle a little bit around her mask. Add some gold dots. Bring in my compressed white chalk. Blend that with a dry paper towel. Bring in my ever so precious Stabilo. Go around the edge of the tunnel. I'm going to go around the image with the white charcoal too. I'm going to bring a touch of purple back in. Okay, I chose not to enter, and here's the tunnel, the dark tunnel. I'm going to go on the bottom and the top of the letters only, not in between them, and blend. Okie dokie, here's your piece for today. I chose not to enter. Such a fun piece. Fixing a little boo-boo that I couldn't live with, and it made the piece even more amazing. So, go create, go play, go have fun.